What is the deal, folks? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tylen Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. And if it's your first time visiting the channel, let me say welcome. Let me also say thank you for checking out. But do me a favor, don't subscribe to my channel yet. Get an idea who I am and what this channel is about and what my beliefs and all that stuff is before you jump on board. By doing that, it's going to help you in the long run. Trust me, it's going to help you if you're going to end up participating in the live chats, all kind of stuff. Trust me. Get an idea who I am. How do you do that? Go on my channel, right? You can see where to say playlist. Click on playlist. It's going to bring up a bunch of different videos, right? Click on everything that has nothing to do with reaction videos. Don't look at me reacting to videos. Don't look at me reacting to try not to laugh videos. Don't look at me reacting to try not to cringe videos. Look at everything else that I do and things that I talk about so you can actually know who I am and what I'm about before you jump on board. And if you are of the faith, then do me a favor as well. You can subscribe to this channel right here. Oh God, this is crazy right here. See that? The little black box right there. You see that? It might be a little dot that's going to pop up right there. And that's how you get over to my other channel. It's called MRM Ministries, where I do a lot of things reacting to Christian music. And I'm doing things where we talking about Christian related stuff, which is pretty much human related stuff. But you just get it from a perspective of a Christian, how Christians should react, yada, 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 peanut butter. Okay. What is going on, folks? So I'm bringing y'all this video here because I got a conversation with some folks like always. And my son is going to be turning 18 in about 3 weeks. So I love it because it seems like every year somebody tell me like I'm going to have some type of issues or problems with my son. They're like, well, with either of my sons, they're like, oh, you know, your son's turning this particular age. You're going to have to watch out for this because they're going to act like this. No, that's how your child acts. My child is not going to act like that. Oh, no, just see, I got told, oh, man, wait till you get the terrible twos. I didn't have no terrible twos. Wait till you get the furious fives. I didn't have no furious fives. So anyway, I'm saying all that, and I know it's bouncy right now. I don't know where the concept came in where we think like because your kids go through these stages and all that, like we have to accept it. Y'all know what I mean? Like that was absolutely hands down no tolerance for my kids acting any kind of way at any age, not in my house. So anyway, like I said, the reason why I'm saying it is because my son is turning 18 and people all of a sudden think that's because, oh, you know, when your son turns 18, he's grown. I'm like, no, when my son turns 18, my son just turned 18. Being grown has nothing to do with the age. I know people that's 25 years old and still act like they 15 years old. So it has nothing to do with age and maturity. It just simply means biologically my son is 18. I tease people a lot of times. I'm getting a little bit off subject with this. But I say technically he's not 18 years old. He's actually older than 18. He's like 18 years and 9 months. But he'll be 18 years and 9 months. But anyway, turning 18 just means, according to the world, that he has more privileges to certain things. You know, now he probably can buy something that he normally wouldn't be able to buy, or he'll be able to go to a movie and watch something that he normally wouldn't be able to watch. But what gets misconceived there, the misconception is this: just because the outside world allows 18-year-olds to do certain things don't mean that that's going to be happening in my house. Matter of fact, I guarantee you, I'm not even going to have a talk with my son about this. My son already knows what's supposed to happen in this house. He already knows what's not supposed to happen in this house. So I'm not going to sit down and have a talk with my son going, you know, son, now, you know that you're turning 18 and we got to have this talk because, you know, you're a grown-up, and as a grown-up, I'm not even going to have to talk to my son at all. Yes, when they turn 18, the law allows them to be out at a certain time of night. Again, the law allows for them to be out a certain time of the night. That don't mean the dad allows them to be out for a certain time of night. So I don't care if the law allows them to be out until 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. But in my house, you're going to be in the house when everybody else is in the house. Period. I know some people think that this is really harsh, whatever like that, but I'm telling you from the things that I've experienced, all types of walks of life, all type of people that I grew up around, in church, out of church, what I seen them allow their children and all them to do, I seen what the end result of it is. I'm not a strict parent at all. It's real simple. All you have to do, my sons, they were raised from an early age. They know my principles. They know our rules. They know these things. So I'm not going to have to sit there and try to reinforce those things because they already know. I don't have to talk about how he should conduct himself and how he shouldn't conduct himself. I don't have to talk about what time I want him home or anything like that. Because my son, what is my son gonna be out doing anyway? Period. You know what I'm trying to say? Unless he's at work or he's out with some event or something like that with some friends. Otherwise, he's gonna be home. And the other thing too is that I don't see. It's hard to explain this because I think what happens is that a lot of parents have let their children get a little too far with what they can get away with them. My sons know that they're not gonna be able to get away with stuff with me. They know it. And there's things in my house right now. My son, like for instance, I'll give you an example. My son wants this game, Grand Theft Auto, and I started playing the game myself, and I seen all the sexuality that was in it, the vulgar stuff that was in it. I'm not talking about cuss words. I'm talking about the fact that like one of my sons, he just said he just wants to get the game so he can go in and beat people, whatever. So what I told my son, I said, if you want Grand Theft Auto, I said, you can get it when you get your own house. I don't even play games like that. Well, no, that's you, Ty. I mean, you have to let your sons, I am gonna let my sons experience the world when they get out in their own house. So, I mean, the game ain't going nowhere. Grand Theft Auto isn't going anywhere. The PlayStation ain't going nowhere. So, a lot of things that's in my house, and I tell my sons this all the time. For instance, my sons say, Dad, we should go and get this to eat. Well, guess what, son? You have a job, right? So go get it and you can pay for it. Oh, man. I'm just telling you guys, that's how it works in my house. I have things that's been established in my house since my children were able to understand language and understand discipline. And it's been enforced since they were younger. Now, I think the last time my sons, either one of them probably tested me, probably when they was like 11 or 12 years old. Otherwise, there ain't been no issues with me and my sons since, and there ain't gonna be no issues. And I tell you again, some of y'all think like, some people tell me, oh, well, now you don't know that now. Oh, no, I do know that because my sons don't know what's happening should they test me, period. That's the problem that a lot of people have. Your children, like my sons, they know where they stand with me. They know that Dad does not play. They know that I don't mess around. The problem with a lot of parents is that their children knows that you just saying a bunch of stuff to them and you ain't gonna back it up with nothing. A lot of these people, a lot of your children know that. That's why they continue to do it to you. Well, no, I've tried everything. I'm telling you right now, I don't have to worry about it. I guarantee you that none of you will ever hear about Ty Smith getting on the internet and telling y'all that I'm having issues with either one of my sons. I guarantee you won't. My sons know my principles, they know my rules, they know what they can and what they can't do. A lot of times whenever certain things come up and they ask can they do it, or if they can do a certain thing, I was easily, nuh-uh, and don't ask me again. I know, like I said, I know in the world's eye view, they're 18 years old, they're grown. No, they're just 18 years old. It doesn't mean that they're grown. Being grown comes with a lot of different things, you know. You're 18. But maturity-wise, mentally-wise, are you a grown-up? Otherwise, that don't mean nothing to me. I wish my son would ever come to me and say, I wish he even would actually try to backtalk me and try to say anything. He won't do that at all, guys. I don't have those type of kids. But my point is that just because you're at a certain age don't mean all of a sudden now, like, oh, people think like, oh, well, you know, I was just telling y'all from the hood. A lot of parents like, well, he's 18 years old, so yeah, he can cuss now. Yeah, right. I wish you would. Not in my house. You ain't gonna be disrespectful no way whatsoever in my house. Like, again, you want to do all these things that you say, oh, well, they're grown. They're gonna do those outside. They're gonna do that when they're on their own, living on their own, but not in my house. I do not care. My sons can be in their late 20s, whatever like that. And a lot of stuff still will not be happening in my house. Not disrespectful wise. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna take a pause right here real quick. All right, I am back. So anyway, like I was saying, by them being 18 years old, it just simply means they're 18 years old. It doesn't mean that they are grown. It doesn't mean that they have fully matured. It doesn't mean just because the world system or society that allows them to have certain types of freedoms, it doesn't mean that they're going to have those freedoms in your house. And that's what can be so confusing, is that a lot of people, kids, will end up thinking that just because the outside lets them do that they're going to be able to get away with it in your house too. I should be able to come when I want to, whatever like that. I don't have a curfew in the world, so why should I have a curfew in your house, mom or dad? And it doesn't work that way, plain and simple. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you have allowed your child to do? Some people have let their children get away with so much stuff right now that even though they're 18, some kids are already gone out the house already. So what I'm saying is that I'm not saying it's in a way to make it seem like I should be expecting issues, because I'm not going to be expecting issues. I'm not going to have any issues, because again, it's already been established how things are ran in my house, plain and simple. So again, I'm only saying this because I know a lot of people's children are 18 years old, and I'm just letting you know, don't fall for this ideology that if your child turns 18, that means you have to allow them to do what the world system allows them to do when it comes to your house. Absolutely not. You know, I don't care. It don't mean nothing to me. Like my son's, he's a senior right now. He's still gonna be going to bed at the same time, so he can get up and go to school. Still gonna be going to bed at the same time. Now, when he gets out of high school, once he goes to college, that's all gonna be on him. It's not gonna have nothing to do with me no more unless I'm paying for it, and it might be a different ball game. Like, it's gonna be the same rule. Get your butt up and take your butt to class. You know what I mean? But if he do it the route that I did it, I'm not saying a scholarship, but if my son is married by the time he starts college, if he's married and if he's married, got a wife, and goes off to college, then it's like, now that's gonna all be on you. Now you got a little bit more pressure on you, because now you have to sit there and think about taking care of your family. So anyway, I'm saying all that because 18 years old does not mean that they are responsible, mature adults. It does not mean they are grown. It's the same thing when they start allowing people to drink at 21 years of age, even though people in high school have been drinking since they were 16 years old. It's like, oh, well, you can drink when you're 21 years old, because it's like, what happens to your body biologically that says, okay, you're ready to drink? You know what I mean? So again, just because they are 18 does not mean that they're grown. It does not mean that they have matured. It does not mean they have arrived or anything like that. All it means is that they turned 18. That's it. And if they want to have their own rules, do things by their own way, then it's easy. Get it? Find your own place. It's that easy. Now, I told you guys before in one of my old videos, my sons, they can live with me until they find them a wife and go on. But as long as they are with me, my house rules are not going to change. Now, when they become grown, it's still going to be some stuff, because it's like, if I'm working and I got to get up and go to work, no, I'm not going to be hearing nobody coming in at 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning while I'm trying to sleep. That's still not going to happen. And it's going to be mutual. If they don't like that, if they don't agree with it, then they can just, go and find their own place where they don't have to live under nobody's rules and regulations, which that is completely fine. It'll be completely mutual. It won't be no thing where all of a sudden I kick my son out the house, or all of a sudden my son, I can't stand my dad, I'm moving out. No, what it's going to be coming down to, and simply coming down to, is not the relationship between me and my sons. It's going to come down to the fact of, well, Dad, I kind of do want to come in when I want to, because, I like hitting the dance scene, or I like hanging out with my friends, or doing whatever it is that they do to the wee hours of the morning. And because I like doing that, Dad, and I know that you don't like me to do that, I'm going to have to find my own apartment or something like that, which it will be fine. I'll help my son look for an apartment, co-sign for him, and everything. So it's that easy, folks. Don't make this thing hard. Don't let society govern how you should treat your child, because look what society has done. Look what they've done. Look what you let society raise your child. No way, not me. I raised my child, governed under me. God first, me, then my wife, then my children. That's how it works, plain and simple. So anyway, I just wanted to drop that off on y'all, just to let y'all know, because I told you this is a conversation that came up in work, and a lot of people like to hear my thoughts of what I'm going to do when it comes to that time, and you simply know it. And with all, to sum it up, I'm not going to have to do anything, because my son's going to always do what they know to do in my house. It's that easy. All right, folks. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus.